Okay, see, recording already. So now I have this number, right? So this number I will draw a model like this. Is this okay? Half of a number. How do I represent half of a number?
Half bar.
Half bar. Okay, so I divide this into 2. Like that, understand? Then I compare with 1/5 of the same number. I find that it is 90 more. How do I draw 1/5 of the same number?
Divide it into 5.
So I have the same bar and I divide it into 5 parts. Okay, something like this. Is that okay? So this is half. This is 1/5. So it says that it is 90 more, right? So from here, okay, a bit insensitive. From here to here, this is 90. You understand so far? Okay, but now I cannot compare because this one is a big unit. This one is a small unit. So I cannot compare. But I know that they all refer to the same number. So how can I divide them into the same unit size?
Yes.
So how, Aaron?
Make them the same.
Make them the same. Yes, correct. How to make them the same? The same unit size. I must divide, right? I must make them into smaller units, right? So now I have 2 big units. You see, I have 2 big units and I have 5 small units. How can I divide them such that I have the same unit size? I need to find this thing called L, lowest common multiple. The lowest common multiple of 2 and 5, what is it? You all learn lowest common multiple, right? So 2 and 5, what is the lowest common multiple?
10.
10. Okay, so can you all see this? I can divide the first model into 10 units. I can also divide the second model into 10 units. So I have the same unit size. This part, understand? Then we can do comparison, right? So now let's start dividing. So the first one, this one big unit, the big unit, this one I divide into how many parts? How to get 10 in total?
3.
Divide into 3?
Wait. 5.
Divide into 5 parts. Kusen, you understand? Because this one 5, I will have 10 units. So now I start dividing. So I will have, okay, something like this. Okay, so this one the one below I also have to divide each small unit into 2, right? So that I can get 10. You all see it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now can you see that they both have 10 units and the unit size are the same? So we can compare lah. Okay. So can you all see this? What is half? Now I shade for you. Half is actually 5 small units. Correct? What is 1/5? 1/5 is actually 2 small units. Can you all see it? So what is 90?
3 units.
Okay, very good. So can you all see that 3 units is equal to 90? So what's next?
1 unit equals to 90 divided by 3.
Equals 30. So what do we want to find?
1 unit.
1 unit. Are you sure you want to find 1 unit? Aaron, can you read the question? Read the question. What do we want to find?
Number.
The number. Then the number is how many units?
5.
Is it 5? Which part represents the number?
30.
Sorry?
30.
30 is 1 unit. 30, this 30 here is just 1 unit. You can see 1 unit. What represents the number in the model? No, not 90. Where's the number? Can you see this is the number? This whole thing is the number. Aaron, you can see or not? This whole thing is the number. Then why this one is half? Because half of a number. Can see? So if I want to find the whole number, how many units am I looking at? 10 units. So you know why we find 10 units? Clear? Okay, so the answer will be this. So 10 units equals to 10 times 30 equals to 300. So this one is before. Okay, then I have after. Like that, okay? So before I have 24 groups. How many people are there? Sorry, how many children are there?
384.
You get that because you take 24 groups times the average number of 16. Total 384. Aaron, you understand? Then after I have one more group who join, right? So it's 24 groups plus one more group, right? And Aaron, what happens to the average number? Becomes
17.
Read the question.
18.
Became 18, right? So the average became 18. So how many children are there in these 25 groups now? Now 25 groups, right? How you get 450?
I got 25 times 18.
Because now it's 25 groups, right, Aaron? Then we times the average number, which is 18. So now the number of children became 450. This part, understand? Okay, so how many children are there in the last group? Are you able to find? How many children are there in this group?
66.
Aaron, how to get 66? "24 groups is 384, right? Correct? When this group join in, it becomes 450. So how many children are there in the last group?
450 384.
Yes, correct. Okay, so in the 25th group, okay, I can write down. So in the 25th group, the number of children should be 450 minus 384. I get 66. Okay, like that, you understand? Okay, so now we read the question again. So the number of boys to girls who had just joined the game was in the ratio of 5:6. Okay, so guys, what do I mean?
That means 5 plus 6 equals 11 units.
11 units equal to 66. Correct? So now you see the new groups, right? The new group, the number of boys to girls who had just joined in the group, which is this group, 66 children. The ratio of boys to girls is 5:6. Okay, so can we draw a model now? So this one is the 25th group. The boys got how many units? This is the boys, then we have the girls. The boys got 5 units, right? Then the girls got 6 units. And the total number of children in this group is?
150.
No.
66.
66. You all know why 66 or not? You read your question. The number of boys to girls who had just joined. That means this 66 of them. The ratio is 5:6. Everyone understand? So far okay, huh? So this is 66. Can? So can we find out how many boys and girls are there in this 25th group? Total 11 units, right? Yes, correct. Okay, so 11 units. Okay, so 11 units is 66. 1 unit is 6. 5 units is, which is 7. Sorry, then 6 units will be 6 times 6, which is 36. So like that, okay? So in this group, right? In this new group, there are altogether 30 boys and 36 girls. You understand? Okay. Then you read the last line. If there were 220 boys at first, how many more boys than girls were there in the end? So at the beginning, at the beginning is this, right? 384, right? At the beginning only got 24 groups, right? Correct? How many are boys? How many are boys? How many of these 384 children at first are boys? 220. If there were 220 boys at first, everyone understand? So that means this 384 right at first, this group, total number of children in the 24 groups, 220 are boys. Everyone understand this? Okay, then how many are girls? 384 minus 220. What do I get?
164.
164. Is that okay?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so now you all get the whole picture. Before, at first, there are 24 groups. So 220 are boys, 164 are girls. Okay? Then after that, we join in one more group. There are 30 boys and 36 girls. Aaron, understand? So now they want to ask you at the end, how many more boys and girls are there? So we need to find at the end. Okay? At the end, how many girls are there?
200.
How you get 200?
164 plus 36.
164 plus 36. So we have 200. Okay, Aaron, how many boys are there at the end? 220 plus 30. You get 250. Very good. So how many more boys than girls are there at the end?
50.
50. How you get 50?
250 minus 200.
equals to 50, and this one will be our answer.